Hey guys, Matt Sutton here and welcome to my gym. This is where it all happens, my home gym. And today I'm basically just going to share with you a very quick video. I'm sharing with you what I believe to be the world's best exercise. Okay, so when I'm talking about the world's best exercise, what I'm really talking about is an exercise that will get the result that most people are looking for. Okay, which I think you'll probably agree is weight loss, to lose, when I say weight loss, I mean to lose body fat, to get lean and to, get some muscle growth going into the body, to produce some growth hormone in the body, and to, for the women particularly, this is probably definitely the world's best exercise. It will help you achieve a really strong toned bottom. Okay, it will really improve the tone and the tightness in your thighs. It's really going to help all round with the legs. Also, it's going to help improve your core, your lower back. Particular emphasis on the posterior of your body, basically. Added to that, it's a fat burning machine of an exercise. It's going to pump up your heart rate like nothing else. Heart rate's going to go through the roof. And yeah, it's just a great exercise. So it is, the kettlebell swing. And most of my clients know that I'm a big fan of the kettlebell swing. So what do you need? You need a kettlebell. Okay, so there you go. You can probably, I use, you can get one from my Amazon shop, but you can get kettlebells from anywhere really. I'd go for a cast iron belt as opposed to those horrible big plastic ones that pretty much take up all the room, and you have to get your legs, you have to pretty much do the splits to get the bell through your legs. So I would go for a cast iron. Okay, so even though the kettlebell swing is one of the world's best exercises in my opinion, it can also be one of the world's worst if the technique's not good. Okay, and I do see some awful technique when it comes to the kettlebell swing. So let's look at the technique. I mean, firstly, standing position where we start from. Obviously, I always get my clients to start in a neutral spine position, so make sure our posture's good and we're not rolling the shoulders forwards. Okay. So to start off with, your feet need to be around about hip distance, possibly a tiny bit wider, like mine are here. Your toes don't need to be pointing out like this. Okay, they need to be just slightly outwards, and that's fine. Okay. Next up, you're going to grab your belt. Now, there's a few ways of doing this. One of my preferred methods is to stand with the belt slightly behind the line of your heels. Okay? So your start position, okay, is with the belt slightly behind you. Now what this does, it actually makes you reach through your legs. Now this is what you should be doing when you do a kettlebell swing. You should be reaching through the legs, okay? So we're reaching through, okay? We're bending mainly from the hips. The bottom goes back, but it doesn't go down like when you do a squat. We're not squatting downwards like this. And that's one of the first common mistakes people make when they're doing the kettlebell swing, is they're squatting with the belt. Okay, yes, we want to be bending the knees and the hips, but the biggest the biggest movement is really from the hips. Okay, that's why we get such a good workout for the butt. Okay, so like I said, start with the bell slightly back of the heels, going to reach through the legs. Okay, and from here we're going to power up, and we're going to thrust the hips forwards to here. Okay, on the way back we're going to catch the bell between the legs again. Okay, so here, this is how I talk to my clients. Imagine you're dropping the bell from here and you're catching it here. Side on view, dropping it here, catching it here. Okay, so let's have a go at this properly. So we're grabbing the bell between the legs and okay, what I'm trying to do, I'm going to do a side-on view as well. What I'm trying to do is exaggerate the thrust. So as I'm coming up, I'm really thrusting the hips forwards. I tend to see a lot of people just doing the swing for the sake of it. Okay? This is one of those exercises where you have to make the muscles work. It's not just going to work just from doing the exercise. I hope you understand what I mean by that. Most trainers will. So from here, sometimes if I'm starting with the bell in my hand, I might get the momentum going by doing a little push out. So a little push out with the bell first, so a few small swings, and then we're building it up. Okay, so you see how I'm building the momentum up? Okay, so like I said, that's another way of getting started. Start with some small swings, build it up, okay, until you're about chest height, okay? Probably shoot a advanced swing at a later date, but that video hopefully will just get you started with it, okay? Now, if you know, for guys, if you've never swung before, I'm talking about kettlebell swings here, I'd probably start on definitely no lighter than 12, okay? Ideally, you want to be starting somewhere around the 16 mark, but obviously it really varies. And you want to be aiming for about 20 to 30 reps to start with, okay? Start with 5 or 6 sets and then work your way up, okay? Eventually, you're going to be looking at 20s, a 20 kilo weight to a 24 maybe, and higher, you know? Ladies, you might want to start on an 8 to 10, and you want to be looking to progress to around about a 16. That's where I try and get my clients to start with, and then we're moving into a slightly more advanced area then, and then we're looking at some more advanced protocols. Okay, but today's video is really just to get you started. It's a beginner's video to introduce you to my favourite exercise, what I think is the world's best fat burning exercise. Okay, so go and grab yourself a kettlebell. Start off by doing 4 or 5 sets of around about 20 reps if you feel comfortable. Give yourself some recovery between each set, like around about a minute. Okay, and then you probably want to start progressing the reps, progressing the time that you're working for in terms of the repetitions as well. Okay, and then just hit me up if you need more help with that. Okay, guys, that's Matt Stern signing off.